Ladies and gentlemen, Katie McGraw, the crime dog, is letting us know we are on asteroid watch. An asteroid will be passing Earth soon. This is the largest and fastest asteroid so far in 2021. So yeah, we're in danger season. And Beth Allen is letting us know 2021 spring tornado season is going off with a bang. And apparently, right now, Texas is in Mother Nature's crosshairs. And not only will we be dealing with possible tornado weather in Texas and Oklahoma over the next 48 hours, but there are big major rumors on the internets from professionals that parts of Colorado and surrounding states could get up to 100 inches of snow. We're talking 7 feet of snow, bro. Although that storm could bust and it could only be like 3 to 4 feet of snow. But either way, we have entered the very interesting part of March. And March will probably remain interesting for the rest of the month. So I hope you're prepared, everybody's ready, and everybody's looking alive because things are about to get wild. Taylor, the Trogdon Burninator, is letting us know it's truly Great Plains supercell season. Hey, notice the ingestion of a left-moving member by the dominant, mature, right-moving supercell to its north. So yeah, look alive, party people, especially up and around Lubbock, Texas. But the action seems to be spread out across the globe, as Malika Dudley is showing us that there is flooding in Kalahio on the island of Kauai. The flood warning still posted for the area as they have been getting inundated with a lot of rain, which sets up me for an excellent volcano segue. Mount Etna in Italy has now had its 12th volcano eruption in less than a month. We're talking 12 major volcano eruptions. I mean, you can see this with your own eyeballs, can't you? You could tell that that is quite a major eruption. So things are a bit unstable all across the globe. Lucky you and I are like seasoned veterans of Asteroid Fight Club, so we take it all in stride while being smart, cool, prepared, and telling a good joke where and when we can. The sun is starting to wake up. We've got multiple sunspots on the Earth-facing side of the sun, and more about to rotate around, and a geomagnetic storm watch in effect. A minor G1 class geomagnetic storm is possible on March 13th, which is tomorrow, and that always increases the chances of earthquakes and volcano activity, so be ready. Hey, do you remember the Great Quebec Blackout? That was the day the sun brought total darkness, well, to Canadians. They were like, how am I going to cook my poutine? Is that how you say it? March 13th, 1989, a powerful coronal mass ejection, CME, hit Earth's magnetic field. And then 90 seconds later, the whole Hydro-Quebec power grid failed. Hey, Texans, we can relate to failing power grids. And as I've been saying for like 8 years at THORnews, we definitely need to modernize our power grid, people. Okay, great. But my fellow Texans, I got to say, the chimney smokestack part of here will be the area under the next 24 hours. We are expecting tornadoes. And then Oklahoma, you need to be on the watch too. And if I sound a bit too chipper, it's because after a 2-year stretch of being Planetary Defense Commander, it was like my body caught everything up with me. And so I felt sick for a week, but I feel better now. It wasn't like a normal sickness. It was just like, oh my God, I pushed my body too hard. Anyway, hey, I do whatever it takes, to get the job done. And civilization is still standing, but I don't want to throw up my arm patting myself on the back because the entire team is fantastic. But we have a lot of areas to watch for flooding over the next 7 days. And remember, rain kills more people and causes more problems than any other weather-related event. And so our wave after wave after wave storm pattern has begun. And we're on the lookout for a pretty big, major, super nasty storm, probably the nastiest storm of March, possibly around the 25th Although I think the atmospheric defense team is already starting to work on it, so that is good news. Hey, there's fog in the south. I don't know why I was getting impressed by fog. But yes, this is where you have major flood zones. This is where you have major tornado outlook watches. This is where you have fire watch zones. And then this is where oh my God, it is Snowmageddon. Although people around here are used to dealing with snow. Just probably not 7 feet of it at once. And then you've still got major flood watches across Hawaii. And then some heat watches in Alaska. It's probably where they have the active volcanoes. There are volcanoes in Alaska that have been active over the last week as well. Mike Oblibinski he's thinking about starting to drink soon. Waking when it's over, he's got fear of missing out on chasing tornadoes. But this is the stack in Texas. This is the area we are most likely to see supercells or major tornadoes. So if you are in any of these areas, definitely keep your head up, pay attention, and, like I said, we've already got tornadoes starting to pop as I speak now. Brooks Garner, Denver, a very telling satellite loop. Today, the calm before the snowstorm. Low clouds will hang in for most of the morning over the city and plains, while bluebird skies grace high country. The snow moves in late tonight, and then you guys will just get punched in the face with snow through Sunday. The winter storm warning begins at midnight, which is Sunday. Ivan the K implying that Andrew Cuomo is toast, although we've had enough politics to fill us, so let's move past that, shall we? But yeah, that dude's in trouble. Yes, THORnews is a place. Well, I will always remind you to play defense, be smart, be cool, and tell a good joke when you can. And I've been doing this for so long, if you have some dumb nihilist theory, it's just going to pass me right on by. Okay? But hey, thank you to the National Guard, the police, the first responders, the military, all the people that have kept it together for us over the last year, which has been very, very no fun, How many tornadoes will we get over the next week? How much snow will Wyoming and Colorado see? We don't know, but we will be paying attention, and watching out. South Dakota will get some too. Also Utah. Honorable John showing us that Friday, that's tonight, huh? That's now. Okay, great. Time has been weird. They say time is fluid, but sometimes that fluid goes in waves. So yeah, here's the zone we're watching tonight, and then notice the entire zone expands on Saturday from the top to the middle and almost goes into Fort Worth. We had a 5.7 earthquake in Greece and then a 5 earthquake in Chiapas, and we're definitely on an earthquake and volcano alert and watch through the rest of the year, really. But yeah, Panhandle, be looking out. And just sidebar, you could tell that I felt a lot better because last night I cooked bacon and ate too much, and I felt worse again. But I'm better now. Hey, can you guess what that big red blob is? Well, hey, if you guessed that it was Mount Etna erupting, then you deserve a cookie. But yeah, dude, volcanoes, they're real. Volcanoes, tornadoes, snowstorms, floods. We got a little bit of everything, But let's be prepared, stay aware, and let's stay optimistic because we are now slowly crawling out of the dark winter. You know what I'm saying? And if you're in Florida, technically, you're kind of already in the summer. So, I guess, put on your bathing suit. It reminds me, I got like 80 days to drag Cranky Weather Guy out of retirement. I said I'd get him out of retirement by bikini season. And when I say bikini season, I mean hurricane season. But you guys probably already knew that. Because y'all are cool, and you are smart, and you are on top of it. Hey, gravity waves. Different than gravitational waves. But we can discuss the semantics of that later. These are embedded in the stratus deck over North Dakota. Yeah, baseline projections for Colorado are still 3 to 6 feet. That's a lot of snow, man. I'm 6'1", and if it snows my height, then I'm like, dang, this is a lot of snow. And if you're a night owl like me on the night shift, Mark Torello reminding us that just about an hour before dawn, you can go see Saturn and Jupiter in the sky. They went behind the sun for like a month and a half, and I'm glad they're back. I love them. They're two cool planets, in my opinion. Henry Margasitia giving us a pretty good infographic on the tornado, Friday, Saturday through here, and then the area to watch will move to the east. And definitely flood possibilities to the north of all that shiz. And it doesn't matter if my videos get 10 views or 1,000 views, which seems to be the range my videos are in. I'm still bringing you the important information in a timely fashion, because that's what I do. I love being your planetary defense commander. Yep, and this is Italy, if you hadn't figured that out. I mean, I doubt you were looking at it and thinking, hey, man, that must be Cleveland. Look at that architecture. Looks just like Cleveland. Absolutely no disrespect to Cleveland, by the way. Already reports of 12 inches of snow, it says Brittany Boyer, around Flagstaff, Arizona. This was 9 hours ago. Stay safe, Arizona. Yeah, we got tornadoes down. And remember, there's a THORnews rule that if a storm produces a tornado, that means it has a chance to continue producing tornadoes